Happy VEDA Day 10, guys. Vlog every day in April 2013, and today's April 10th, and we have a really important topic today. It was all fueled by last night. I went shopping for some clothes and had an epiphany today. So when you guys ask me, I've gotten several emails from you guys asking me, what does facing your demons through weight loss mean? I've never really had a definitive answer for you, and today I can give you an example of exactly that. So if you're interested in learning about facing a demon, at least through my eyes and my perspective, stay tuned because this one is a doozy, guys. Are you ready? Okay, so those of you on my Facebook page know that last night I went clothes shopping. Nick's out of town, I have some time to myself, so I ran errands and went and tried on some clothes. I like to do it from time to time, especially as the seasons are changing, because I like to get some new fresh pieces for my wardrobe, etc. I cannot even express to you guys the frustration I felt last night. Okay, I'm standing there looking at myself in the mirror, and all I can see are imperfections. I see lumps and bumps and thick thighs and cellulite on the front of my legs and cellulite on my arms and cellulite everywhere, and I just felt gross. Nothing I was trying on was cut right, and I know it's not my body's fault. I know these things logically. I know that I've done some work. I've lost 80 pounds, right? I am at my number wall, and I've been hard to bust through the past week and a half, 2 weeks. No change on the scale. Should, at least through my eyes, I should be looking better in my clothes, and I'm sure that I do, but here's where the crazy thing goes. I was recently watching an episode of What Not to Wear, okay? I love that show because it helps me learn how to style my body in a different way as it's changing. I've learned so much through watching some of these episodes. So recently there was an episode on What Not to Wear about a woman who had recently lost 100 pounds or something, and she was still a heavy woman, and she was really frustrated in the whole clothes process, buying clothes, because she still couldn't fit or didn't find clothes that fit her body, even though she had done all this work, right? 100 pounds, me, 80 pounds, that's a lot of work, a lot of effort, blood, sweat, and tears, and to still not have reached that carrot and have been able to grasp the fact that, you know, now, oh, I've done all this work and I'm reaping some reward, okay? Now, I understand there's still reward involved, but you're not there yet. There, wherever there is, you're not seeing the picture of your body in the mirror the way you want it to look yet, even though you know you've put in so much effort already, right? I'm not getting the reward. Where's the balance, right? I'm putting all this effort in, and the rewards are not as visible, right? But I know the internal rewards are wonderful. I know my body's changing on the inside. I'm getting healthier. I'm shrinking, but it's not clicking in the head in the visual representation of the way I see myself, right? So I identified with that woman right there in that moment. Meanwhile, I'm like struggling to put on clothes. I don't like the way they fit me. And in the other stall right next to me is a woman with a tween daughter, and she's like, "Oh my God, Mom, those 14s, is that your size? Oh my God, that's so huge. Do you have any idea how huge that is? That's a 14. Oh my God." Okay, as I'm struggling to put on and clip my 18s and 20s, okay? Like, this kid is in my head, okay? So that's that. But the weirdest thing that I'm dealing with right now is the fact that I'm realizing I suddenly have body insecurities. When I was at my heaviest, when I was wearing 32s, when I was at my biggest, I had no self-esteem issues. I had no body image issues. Maybe I did, but I completely ignored them. I was happy with my body. I actually liked the way I look, or at least the mental image of what I thought I looked like. But now that I have declared war on this fad, right, I've decided once again to pick up another diet. I'm seeing improvements. I'm making changes along the way. I've basically told myself that because I'm making the improvements, I'm not good enough, or I'm flawed. Okay, there's the key right there. I have basically admitted to myself by going on this diet that there's something that needs to be fixed. And so I'm fixing it. And because the perfectionist inside of me wants to, and the control freak inside of me wants to fix it, all I see are the problems that need to be fixed. Whereas before, it wasn't a problem. I wasn't a problem. My body wasn't a problem, even though it was. But I didn't see it as needing to be fixed. So it wasn't glaringly obvious to me that there was an issue, and therefore I was able to accept and love myself for the way I was. I think it's really weird that all of a sudden I'm starting to have these body issues that weren't there before. It's kind of like, it reminds me of, do you know the fable of the Emperor's New Clothes, when the Emperor is walking around confidently and everything, and then all of a sudden someone realizes that he's naked or blurts out to him that he's naked. And it's only then that he's embarrassed by the fact that he is self-aware and he is aware that he is naked. And that's kind of how I felt. All of a sudden I felt naked and vulnerable and completely exposed, and I felt my confidence shrivel. I felt my insecurities like bubble up out of me. I felt like I needed to suddenly apologize to the cashier when I was checking out, and for the sizes that I was buying, which is mental. And I felt like I didn't do it, but I felt the need, I felt the urge to tell everybody I saw. The equivalent of, don't judge me, I've lost 80 pounds, you know? Like, I needed to declare it to the world that I was on a weight loss adventure. Like, what? I've never in my life, never felt like I had to defend myself or explain myself or defend my body in any way, and yet suddenly I'm feeling more and more like I have to apologize for myself. I have never done this before. Never. So the epiphany for me was realizing that I have literally declared, admitted, stated to myself, by doing this program and working it through and pushing past that number wall, or at least hitting it and trying to bust through it, I have admitted to myself that there is a problem. And that's the demon I'm having to face right now. And it doesn't seem like I'm alone, because I mentioned this on my Facebook page today and it exploded with everybody. So many of you can identify with this, and it's hard to articulate this kind of thing into words. I think a lot of us struggle with really defining these emotions and putting a label on them in the way of, if we can define it, then we can fix it. Or if we can define it, then at least we can understand it better and acknowledge it. And I acknowledge this. I acknowledge the fact that I'm fat, okay? Hi, my name is Leah and I'm fat. I've said it, I've declared it, I'm admitting it, and guess what? I'm working on it, and I'm not gonna apologize for my body. I'm not gonna feel like I have to defend myself anymore. This is huge for me, guys. Say it with me. I will not apologize for being fat. I'm not gonna apologize. I'm working on it, and my story is not finished yet, and neither is yours. This is a forever project, and it takes a lot of courage to really work through it, because any sustainable weight loss will only happen if you can push through this mental gymnastics. This is mental gymnastics, folks. The truth is, there's nothing wrong with my body now. There was nothing wrong with my body then. There's something wrong with my perspective and my perception of my body. So I just have to shift my perspective. I have to realign myself and realize that as beautiful as I thought I was then, I'm just as beautiful now, and I will continue to become more and more beautiful, and I will find health, and I will find that equilibrium with loving my reflection and the way I fit in clothes. They don't call it a journey for nothing. So that's my thought for the day. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. See you for VEDA 11 tomorrow, and go drink some water. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching.